Luke, what's up, man? I'm so glad that we're able to hop on here. I know you've had a wild year. Your business is exploding, and the past couple last weeks have been absolutely chaotic. And I know you made some big moves, bro. And people are asking you, DM you, and people are following and wondering what in the world's going on. So, kind of bring us up to speed, man. What has been these big news over the past couple weeks?
Yeah, man. A couple weeks ago, we made a decision to move the team to Real. So it's been a whirlwind, but a freaking blast so far, bro. It's been great. Been great.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations. Welcome, welcome, man. Real Broker just got better because the Luke Christmas team joined. That's so cool, man.
I appreciate
And
it.
I know whew, you're not running a small business. So, I mean, there's a transitional process. You were bringing over pendings and you didn't skip a beat. You're already getting referrals from in the real network.
Yeah, man. It's been that was the limiting belief a year ago, right? Was we keep the network close, this, that, and the other. But yeah, we brought everything over, and since I've been at Real, the past 3 or 4 weeks, I've gotten 5 agent to agent referrals from Real agents. So that was cool.
Wow.
That was cool. Kind
Wow.
of kind of eliminated that limiting belief pretty quick, which is nice.
Yeah, man, I get what you're saying because you have some really tight relationships all over the country, and you honor and value those relationships. But I think what we're realizing, especially when, gosh, Ken Posick just
Mhm.
moved over,
Yeah.
and then CC Underwood, her locally just moved over. Both
Hmm.
of those have massive referral networks, also. And
Yes.
what I think we're all growing to learn to also believe is that our referral partners are friends
Yeah.
first,
Mhm.
regardless of the flag that we fly.
Yeah, man, absolutely. It's a relationship business, and those are friends, close friends. We care about each other. We know each other's families, and also at the end of the day, we're not going to refer to someone because of the name on their chest. We're going to refer to them because they're going to be the best person to represent our clients, and we're going to do that the same for our referral partners as well. So, yeah, I think that's becoming more of an open concept amongst definitely my referral groups and the people I'm connected with. Is hey, I care about you and I know you're a great agent and you're going to service my customer well. So, yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, cool. That's good to hear. Okay,
Yeah.
well, kind of fill in the gaps, man. Like what prompted this and what got you excited about it? It's a big move with a lot at stake. So
Yes.
why'd you do it?
Yeah, man, that's a great question. A lot of factors come into play, but ultimately, man, it came down to just sitting down and with my team, with my wife, with my mentors, and looking at my life in the next 5 years. What do we want that to look like? And we felt like Real was going to provide us with the tools. One, to provide us with more opportunity, whether that's the content that we put out, the referral network growing, a lot of different opportunities. And two, making residual income, making more income for myself, my family, and my team. The people under me deserve that as well. So it came down to more opportunity and also a great culture, man. I went to Rise for one day with you, which was a blast. And I was skeptical, to be honest, with the cloud based brokerage model. I just didn't know what it was going to be like, if everybody was just going to be like computer players and weird. But no, it was a great culture. There was so much energy, man, and everybody's excited. And yeah, man, it was that just put us at ease a lot and just got us excited to be here. So for all those different, and there's so much more than that for reasons why we came over, but those are some of the big reasons that we moved over.
And you bumped into a lot of familiar faces at the real conference that you were not expecting to.
I did probably like 12 to 15 agents like, oh,
That we
when
probably
did you come over
can't
here?
we we can't talk about that yet, right?
Not yet, not yet. But yeah, it was really interesting, and it was all the same. It was the same reasons. I mean, maybe a little bit different, but all the same reasons on why people were coming over to Real from wherever they came from. The referral partners I knew. So that was cool to see.
So whenever kind of like if you were to rise above and look at the different brands and different models, when
Mhm.
you think about Real of like what is Real's like thing, if you were to put your finger on like how are they different, what is their like magic, what would you say?
Yeah, that's a great question. And ultimately, I think it comes down they're a true tech company, bro. So a lot of real estate companies kind of brand themselves as tech companies, but I've yet to find one that's actually a tech company. So when I can like pull out my phone and upload all my files, process commissions, and get paid from my phone, I've yet to seamlessly, pretty easily, without any clunks or weird glitches or anything. Like I have yet to find a company that can do that yet. And also, I mean, you Ken Pozek, all these people that are coming over. I mean, the biggest content creators in the industry are coming to this company for a reason, and they're providing us with knowledge where we can, take this knowledge and produce business within the next 30 to 60 days and not 3 years down the road, right? So I think the content, the tech is really what makes them different than other companies.
Hmm. So I follow, both you and I follow Real on Instagram and TikTok. And
Mhm.
bro, like how creative and how incredible is the content that the real agents are putting out? Like they're
Yes.
unmatched, right?
Right. Right. Yeah, man. It is wild. I mean, we joined 3 weeks ago, and we're already, taught our VA how to produce this content, and we're already filming content that we're putting out and
Yeah.
already getting responses on and already creating warm leads from just 3 weeks into this company. So that kind of shows you that the turnover was that fast. And it's all
Mhm.
due to these other agents that are just kind of handing it to us like, hey, we want you to be successful. We want you to use this, which is a great culture, man. It's super cool.
I know we had some conversations about like models that you and I grew up under
Mhm.
and around,
Yeah.
and how you were fast forwarding the next 5 years of
Yeah.
like, man, so much is changing so fast that
Mhm.
there's something at stake and you didn't want to get left behind.
Yeah.
Can you kind of speak to that?
Yeah, man. I think, technology, of course, but AI was a big thing for us. We all know this is where all businesses are going towards. This is where the world is moving towards. And Real has recognized that and is putting such an emphasis on that and to get us the most up to date and accurate information and how to implement this into our businesses to be successful quickly. Right. So that was something that I saw. And I didn't want to miss it. I didn't want to miss that boat. And I didn't want to be here 5 years from now way behind everybody else just because I didn't want to make this big jump.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a huge reason why we came over too.
You and I came into a relationship about a year ago,
Mhm.
and I know you've been in growth mode. And this year, you've launched your team, you've grown your team, and you guys are just dialed in. Like you have a lot of momentum, and so growth is important to you. And through your career, there's different stages, right? And there's different kind of key heroes along the way.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, if I'm not growing, I'm kind of getting a little antsy, a little frustrated, a little aggravated. And now that you've come into this new ecosystem of personalities and
Mhm.
coaches and trainers and other high producing team leaders, what has that done for that growth itch for Luke in your business?
Oh man, it's shit. For a long time I felt like a big fish in a small pond, and I didn't
Yeah,
want to feel like that. I was stagnant, and I wanted to be around other just huge players that I could look up to and aspire to be there one day. So yeah, it is scratching the itch for sure because I'm just learning from a couple different huge players that I can't even fathom the idea of being where they're at, but that just sets up new goals for us and just, man, just puts a fire in us like I haven't had in a long time. So it's
yeah.
super exciting.
It's so fun, isn't it?
Dude, it's so fun, man.
Yeah.
It's so fun. And everybody's so happy about it. Everybody's so hyped to see other people grow, which I love.
Yep. Yep. You're right. If you're to, because a year ago we were just chatting and helping you with growing your team,
Mhm,
and I was like, dude, like we made the switch. We carried 70 pendings over whenever we made the switch into Real, and my number one filter whenever I was looking at all companies, I interviewed 7 companies,
mhm,
and I remember it went from me interviewing to see if Real was one of the right fits
right.
versus to where everything I looked at was trying to find a reason why not to come to Real.
Mhm,
Because, like, if you can do math, the math is crystal clear. But
yes.
then you add on the right growth environment and
Mhm,
then the right culture. I
mhm,
was I was like, the ultimate deciding factor is we have a team of 15, and I
mhm,
told Kelly, our director of operations, she's brilliant. I'm like, look, if this doesn't benefit every single one of our team members in their business and their customers and their career, we're not doing it. Like, we're not going to do it for Josh as a team leader. It
right.
needs to benefit each and every one of them. We put it before the team. All
Mhm.
15 said, what are we waiting for? Let's do this.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, it was the same thing with us, man. I mean, I loved where I was, but that was the same mindset. I was like, I can't find a reason not to go. You know, it
Mm.
like what like it makes too much sense. And I was really nervous to present it towards the team. I thought I was gonna shake some feathers, but the same thing is like, hey, if you don't, they're like, if you don't go, like we're going without you, you know. So, they were on board right away. That's what I thought about first was what's gonna be best for them,
Mm.
down to our operations team too. How is this going to provide more value to their lives? Which it does. It saves them hours and headaches and not punching a computer screen. So there's so many things that it helps from operations to our agents and just providing loads of opportunity.
Yep, yep. That's what we found too. We're 2 years in, man. Best business decision we've done. And then the other thing, I always like asking this question. So a year ago, you're like, "Oh man, like I'm so busy, I'm comfortable, like I really like our, the brokerage that we're at and the people and have relationships." Like looking back, what would you have encouraged yourself at that time if you could, to look at things slightly differently? What would you have needed to hear to at least have an open mind to look and be open to the opportunity rather than just saying, "I'm too busy, I'm happy where I'm at."
I think I mean, people told me this, but just take a leap of faith, man.
Mhm.
Release the limiting beliefs
Mhm.
of this is where your network is, and your network's going to die if you leave, right? So yeah, I think that was the biggest thing. I mean, and it did help seeing the Ken Pozeks and the Craig Wilburns and the CCs come over. So that was a huge push for us when we saw
Yeah.
that start happening. It's like, all right, this is happening for a reason. Like, these people are very intelligent people that don't just make moves because it's cool or it's flashy or it's the next shiny object. Like, these are strategic moves. So seeing more of that would have helped, but I think it's ultimately someone just in my ear, just helping me shed those limiting beliefs, and also just it's scary, man. I've only been at my last brokerage. I'm so integrated. So making that move, and I didn't have an admin yet, a full-time admin. So that was
Yeah.
scary. And I don't know if I could have done it. Well, I could have done it, but it would have been
Yeah.
really painful to do it without my amazing admin. Shout out Ashley.
Yeah.
So yeah, just for all those reasons, I think if I'd seen that, it would have changed things. But
Yeah.
I still kick myself a little bit, but I'm glad I'm here now.
I like what you said. Other really intelligent people have
Mhm.
made the move for a reason, and so I would just encourage people to be curious,
Yeah,
to be informed,
right.
rather than just being too busy to even slow down and check things out.
Hmm.
I you know, I don't wanna be somebody that's closed-minded that misses out on opportunities just because
Right.
I'm too busy. And
Yeah.
so when guys like you stop what they're doing, move their business over, for
Mhm.
me, that should be like, hold up, pause, wait a second. Luke is smart, he's intelligent, and he doesn't make rash decisions. What does he know that I don't know?"
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I think that's probably yeah, that's solid. Well,
Yeah.
cool, man. Well, like I said, Real Broker is better because you and your team are here, and it's incredibly exciting. And boy, oh boy, what's the forecast look like for 2026 for you and your team?
Man, we're gonna grow. We're gonna keep growing. We have big goals, big volume goals. So it's there's a lot of moving parts. We're gonna build out some new lead gen levers based around content, based around AI.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, we're hoping to help around 120 families next year. That's the goal.
Mm,
So we're stoked, man. And I think Real's the right place to be, and they're gonna give us the scalability and the leverage to do it, man.
yeah, that's awesome, bro. Well, we got your back. All right, thanks, Luke. Merry Christmas.
All right, man. Merry Christmas.